Hi, everyone. Today, we're going to get started gardening, even though it's the middle of February, and we're going to do that through winter sowing. I'm in zone 6B, so it's still pretty frosty outside. The ground is frozen solid, but I still have an opportunity to winter sow different flowers and vegetables. The thing that's nice about winter sowing is it takes very little room, if actually no room in your house, and it's super cost effective. I'm simply going to take a recycled container, I'm going to poke some holes in it, I'm going to put some soil in it, and I'm going to plant some seeds, tape it shut, and stick it outside. Some of the challenges you might run into, or it gets too cold and it freezes. That's why I like to wait till February. Some people start in December. I like to wait a little bit. And you got to make sure that you put holes so that your seedlings don't drown, and you don't want to put in too many seeds. So, without further ado, let's get started and take a look at how to winter sow. I'm going to show you how to get started, actually. Build yourself a couple of containers. When I do a container, I like to have one type of seed per container, and don't overcrowd it. We'll talk about that once we get into the planting section. I'm not going to go crazy trying to get the sticker off. I'm simply going to rip it. It's not going to kill anything. You're not going to lose your plants because it didn't get that one little bit of sunlight. This is the best you can. Sometimes I'll soak them in water, but all right. Once you get that container all taken care of, what you want to do now is mark a line around the actual container itself where you're going to cut it. And I like to cut it just below the handle. So just like that. And I'm going to come all the way around, and I'm not going to worry about perfection. I'm just going to give myself a general guide of where I want to cut this. Close enough for Jazz. Now, before I cut it, notice that the lid is still on. That lid helps give it some rigidity. And I want that because I'm going to start poking holes in this baby. I'm going to use this handy dandy little shish kebab skewer for the barbecue. I got a bunch of these, so I find this works really well. If you're really strong, you could probably go right through it, but I like to use a little heat, just makes it go faster. So I just heat it up a little bit. Not doing anything nuts here. And I'm simply gonna go into the bottom, and I get a couple more holes at a time. Oh, there you go. All right, now I got holes on the bottom. I'm gonna put a couple on the side too. Why am I putting holes in this? Well, here we have the seeds to drown. And what will happen is there isn't going to be outside in the cold, and this cap is going to be gone, and water and moisture is going to get in. And I don't want that water and moisture to hurt my little seedlings. I've got my holes all set up. I've got my line marked, got my top on, and now all I'm going to do is going to take a knife. You can use an X-Acto, you can use a scissor, and I'm going to just cut it. I'm going to leave a little bit there connected. Actually, I'm going to do it right off the edge too. So I'm going to do a corner because it tends to be a little thicker around the edges. So I'm just going to put one more side. All right, there we go. So now I have my nice little container ready to go for seedlings. And that's coming up next. Okay, so I got myself all set up. And I have my jug that we just made. I have this tray just because I'm a bit of a messy Marvin. So I tend to make a mess, and this is going to keep me from making a mess. I'm just going to put my container in here, and I have my soil. I'm going ahead and I have 3 buckets ready to go. All right. So just keep these guys all set up. Let's start with cabbage. And this is a red cabbage, obviously a brassica, and 1/4 inch deep. So I'm simply going to, I'm really kind of excited to grow cabbage correctly. I've had success with cabbage in the past, but not to the level that I really, nothing big, no biggies. All right, so I like to do 2 at a time just so that I can lean them out and just go about 1/4 inch deep. I'm only going to do like 4 spots. Good. I'll do 1 ml. So you just go ahead and leave that, and then I'm going to water that in. Now, I could start another set of cabbage under my low tunnels, which I probably will do so we can compare the difference. Okay, this one is done. And just go on to the next. Move that on here. Let's do some bunching onions. Okay. All right, so cabbage, onions, and then I want to do these snapdragons. My mom's favorite were snapdragons. So she passed away, unfortunately. So I want to have a bunch of snapdragons this year for her. It would be pretty. So these are wicked tiny seeds. Wow. How old moly. I'm just going to sprinkle these around. I don't know how these are going to get watered. It'll be interesting. And see what happens. The next thing I want to do is label everything because I forget. Tape. All I gotta do is tape these shut now, okay? So, just gonna take one out at a time. And I'm making the best I can. You can use any kind of tape, but I wouldn't recommend like package tape where you are going to like wrap something up as a gift. I would like transparent tape. I wouldn't use cellophane. I wouldn't use masking tape. Use something that's got some heft to it. This is waterproof. This is notch-on. It's good tape. And then I also have this, and I don't quite know what it is, so I'm just gonna use it because it's got some weight to it, and I think it's gonna work just fine. Move from over here. I'm gonna start in my area. Looks up nice. So there you have it. Boom. Okay. This top comes off, and this goes outside in the sun. I'm gonna just put that one aside, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap these up, and then we'll be done. The little 3 buckets are done. Time to bring them outside. Okay, so here I am in the backyard, and I just set these up next to my grow beds. It gets a lot of sun here. These are low tunnels that I created. These will eventually have plants in them. Well, it's a little too soon. I'm going to wait till March to start planting in them. But I am going to get started doing more of the winter sowing so that we could get a jump start on things. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, please like or subscribe. I'll be putting these out every week. Here's my bunny, Timber. Good boy. Okay. We'll see you soon. Bye, Tim.